The panic did not disappear when the salary hit six figures. It just got better furniture. Maya is 35. She lives in Denver. She earns $120,000 a year. She drives a clean SUV. She has a metal credit card. She orders lunch without checking prices. Her friends call her successful. But Maya knows the number that matters. After rent, car payment, insurance, subscriptions, student loans, groceries, and the credit card bill, she has $684 left before payday. $684. That number explains more than the salary ever will. Because salary measures earning power. Leftover money measures breathing room. And breathing room is what people confuse with wealth. This is the six-figure salary illusion. It looks like arrival from the outside. From the inside, it feels like a nicer room inside the same cage. The strange part is not that Maya is struggling. She is not struggling. The strange part is that the salary number changed faster than her life did. At $60,000, she watched every receipt. At $85,000, she felt almost there. At $120,000, she expected silence. No panic, no checking account math, no little shock before opening the banking app. But the panic did not disappear. It got better furniture. The Federal Reserve reported that only 63% of adults could cover a $400 emergency using cash or its equivalent in 2024. That number includes people who look fine, people with degrees, people with LinkedIn titles, people whose income sounds too high for financial fear. This is the first crack in the illusion. Income can rise without freedom rising with it. Maya's salary is impressive at dinner. It is less impressive at 11:30 at night, when she is calculating whether a dental bill will push her card balance into the next month. The six-figure number was supposed to mean safety. Instead, it became permission. Permission to upgrade the apartment. Permission to stop packing lunch. Permission to replace the old car. Permission to say yes faster. And that is where the treadmill becomes hard to see. It does not start with recklessness. It starts with relief. The first raise feels like oxygen. Maya moves out of the noisy apartment. She buys a better mattress. She stops driving across town for cheaper gas. Nothing looks irresponsible. Everything looks earned. Then the new normal hardens. The better apartment is no longer luxury. It is just home. The newer SUV is no longer a reward. It is just transportation. The expensive grocery store is no longer a treat. It is just where she shops. The raise did not create wealth. It created a higher baseline. Empower found that Americans said they would need $284,000 a year to feel happy. That number is not a budget. It is a confession. It says the finish line keeps moving. Maya once believed $100,000 would change her nervous system. Then she crossed it, and her nervous system asked for more. This is the second crack. The salary milestone does not end desire. It professionalizes it. At lower income, the pressure is obvious. Bills arrive, prices rise, rent hurts. At higher income, the pressure becomes aesthetic. Your apartment should match your job. Your clothes should match your meetings. Your vacations should match your stress. Your life starts needing proof. Proof that the work was worth it. Proof that the promotion mattered. Proof that the exhaustion bought something visible. Maya does not buy the SUV because she is careless. She buys it because the old car felt like the old version of herself. The one who was underpaid. The one who was waiting. The one who had not arrived yet. This is why lifestyle creep is so quiet. It does not feel like spending.
It feels like becoming. Bank of America's 2024 Workplace Benefits Report found that only 47% of American workers felt financially well. That means more than half did not, even inside the workforce. Even after years of promotions, benefits, and retirement portals, financial wellness is not a salary bracket. It is the gap between what comes in and what silently became required. Maya's gap looks normal. $2,400 for rent, $780 for the SUV, $210 for insurance, $400 towards student loans, $300 in subscriptions, memberships, apps, and automatic renewals, $1,200 for groceries, restaurants, delivery, coffee, and small conveniences. Nothing outrageous, nothing dramatic. But together, they eat the raise before she can feel it. That is the trap. The danger is not one huge mistake. The danger is 100 tiny upgrades that never ask permission again. Every month, Maya's money leaves before she makes a decision. Rent leaves. The car leaves. The card leaves. The loans leave. The gym leaves. The phone leaves. The streaming services leave. The airport card annual fee leaves. By the time Maya gets to choose, most of the choices have already happened. This is why high earners can feel strangely powerless. The paycheck is large, but the free part is small. And the free part is the only part that feels like money. The rest is already owned by past decisions. Maya is not trapped because she spends. She is trapped because her fixed costs learned her income. Once fixed costs rise, they become almost impossible to reverse without identity loss. Moving down feels like failure. Selling the car feels like embarrassment. Cancelling the trip feels like falling behind. Downgrading becomes emotionally expensive. So she keeps the lifestyle, even when the lifestyle is the thing keeping her stuck. The most dangerous word in Maya's budget is not luxury. It is normal. Normal rent, normal car, normal brunch, normal travel, normal subscriptions, normal phone. Normal turns spending invisible. And invisible spending is the hardest to fight. Because nobody feels like they are splurging on the life everyone around them already has. This is why the six-figure illusion survives. It hides inside the ordinary. Charles Schwab's 2024 Modern Wealth Survey found that Americans said it takes an average net worth of $2.5 million to be considered wealthy. Not salary. Net worth. That distinction is brutal, because a salary is a flow. Net worth is what remains. Maya has the flow. She does not have much remaining. This is the third crack. People praise the money moving through her life, but freedom is built from the money that stays. A six-figure salary can create the feeling of wealth without the structure of wealth. A nicer apartment can arrive before an emergency fund. A cleaner car can arrive before retirement confidence. A better vacation can arrive before investment consistency. And because the symbols are visible, they become socially real. Nobody sees the missing savings. Nobody sees the late-night transfer. Nobody sees the balance after the automatic payments clear. They see the SUV. They see the lounge access. They see the restaurant. They see the title. So the illusion gets reinforced. The APA's 2024 Stress in America report found that 73% of adults named the economy as a significant source of stress. This matters because stress does not disappear at $100,000. It changes vocabulary. At lower income, stress says, "Can I afford this?" At higher income, stress says, "Why do I still feel behind?" That second question is more dangerous because it carries shame. Maya cannot easily explain her anxiety. She earns too much to complain. She earns too much to feel trapped. She earns too much to admit that a surprise car repair still bothers her. So she stays quiet. That silence is part of the illusion. 6 figures can make money problems less visible before making them less real. Then comes the next promotion. $135,000. The old Maya would have thought this was absurd money. The new Maya immediately starts allocating it. Some to taxes, some to the upgraded apartment renewal, some to the vacation she delayed, some to the card balance from last month, some to the version of her life she believes she should now be living. The raise is gone before it becomes freedom. More income arrives. More life attaches to it. More stress survives. Fidelity's retirement guideline says to aim for 1 times salary saved by age 30, 3 times by 40, and 10 times by 67. For Maya, that lands heavily. At 35, 3 times salary means $360,000 by age 40. She does not have anything close. The salary says she is ahead. The retirement math says something else. That contradiction is the whole story. A high income can make you look ahead, while your balance sheet quietly says behind. Vanguard's data shows that people aged 35 to 44 had median retirement savings far below what high salaries imply. $35,500. The median shows the middle, and the middle is not living like the financial success version of Instagram. The middle is balancing, juggling, delaying, hoping the next raise finally creates space. But the next raise often meets the next lifestyle. Maya's friends are doing the same math with different numbers. One friend earns $90,000 and feels behind. Another earns $160,000 and feels trapped by childcare, mortgage, and private lessons. Another earns $200,000 and still checks credit card due dates like a threat. The income levels differ. The pattern repeats. Here is what the minority who escape understand. They do not always earn more. They simply let the raise pass through a waiting room before lifestyle touches it. The money arrives. A portion disappears automatically. Not into spending, into ownership. Emergency cash, retirement accounts, debt reduction, future flexibility. Then the lifestyle gets what remains. That order changes everything. Not because it is moral, because it is structural. They make freedom a fixed cost. Before comfort negotiates, before status negotiates, before exhaustion negotiates. Maya notices this in one co-worker. He does not look especially wealthy. His car is older, his apartment is smaller. He still brings lunch twice a week. But he does not panic when layoffs are mentioned. That calm has a number behind it. Not a salary number, a savings number,
an options number. The visible life is quieter. The invisible life is stronger. Income is what enters. Lifestyle is what exits. Wealth is what survives the exit. Most people are taught to chase the first. Most people are judged by the second. Very few people protect the third. Maya sits in the SUV outside her apartment. The dashboard glows softly. Her phone shows the banking app. $684. She's not failing. She's not free either. She's living in the gap between looking successful and feeling secure. And that gap has become one of the defining financial emotions of modern life. The six-figure salary was never the finish line. It was only the first place where the treadmill became comfortable enough to stop questioning. $684. That is the number the title cannot say. That is the number the salary cannot hide. That is the truth underneath the arrival.